Number 12. Bedroom Exorcism. The first one is getting a lot of views from Spanish-speaking YouTubers. It shows two people doing an exorcism on a sick-looking girl. They crack open two eggs, and one looks normal, but the other turns into black sludge when rubbed on the girl's skin. It's super creepy. Then, the girl sits up with big eyes and drinks the sludge, making her shake and twitch. The full video is too disturbing to find on YouTube. Number 11. Monster Fish. This monster fish is the stuff of nightmares. It's a mysterious white fish with pink gills and fins, no eyes, and scary fangs that make you want to stay far away. Someone tries to catch it with a long pole that has a hook on one end. The fish bites down hard and won't let go easily. When it finally does, it just twitches on the floor of the boat. If you look closely, you'll see its teeth sticking out from its mouth. This scary moment happened in Thailand. You might think these eel-like albino fish are common there, but even the local fishermen were puzzled by this one. What's even weirder is that the fish could survive out of the water for a long time. People are still trying to figure out what kind of species it is. Number 10. Poltergeist. We've all had those nights when every creak of the house feels like a ghost creeping around. Imagine how this man felt when he experienced something eerie in his dining room during a stormy night. In the video, he checks his dining room. Everything seems normal. Then, he goes to the laundry room and points the camera downstairs. He hears a noise and calls out, but there's no response. Feeling uneasy, he goes into the basement. The stairs are old and creaky. Suddenly, there's a loud noise from upstairs. He rushes back up to find his kitchen chairs stacked on top of each other and the dining room light swinging. The man is frozen in fear, and the camera captures the tense moment. It's unsettling because it seems impossible for someone to stack the chairs so quickly. Who or what could have done it? That's the mystery. Number 9. Claustrophobia Trigger. If small spaces make you nervous, brace yourself for this video. Posted by Joey TV in December 2015, it shows some seriously tight caving. Joey talks about how the cave's narrow passages are filled with boulders just waiting to fall. The entrance looks like a tiny hole in a steep rock wall. Inside, the cave feels even smaller. Despite the tight spaces and the risk of rocks collapsing, Joey and his friend keep going. They crawl through narrow gaps and squeeze through tiny holes without panicking. Instead of taking a risky route, they opt for the bunny hole, named for its small size. It's so tight that they have to wiggle and squirm to get through. Watching them navigate through the darkness will make you cringe. Can you imagine being in their shoes, squeezing through rocks and dirt, not knowing what's ahead? It's hard to even think about it. Number 8. The Swarm. If you're not a fan of insects, this video might make you shiver. It's footage of a massive swarm of insects at the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa. The person who uploaded the video mentions that during their family vacation, they parked their car and went for a short walk. When they returned, they found their car surrounded by huge woodlice or sea slaters. The video shows piles of these insects crawling around the car tires, forming a scary sea of bugs beneath the vehicle. They were probably drawn to the warmth of the car. After seeing this, would you be brave enough to get back into the car and drive away? Probably not. Number 7. Living behind the radiator. Imagine hearing strange noises coming from behind your radiator. That's what happened in this video posted by Shrouded Hand on YouTube. Although the original upload was deleted, other YouTubers managed to save it. The video shows someone rattling the radiator and making squeaking sounds. The camera then peers into the darkness behind the radiator. After a few minutes, something becomes visible, a distinguishable eye at the bottom of the radiator. But it's not the eye of a mouse or any other small animal. It looks more like a human-like creature's eye. Suddenly, the sound of a monkey fills the air. Number 6. Dog in crisis. If you have a dog, you know they can sense things we can't. A video posted by Redditor Chewybones2 shows just that. In the video, two dogs are standing on a sofa looking out the window. Suddenly, the bigger dog starts panicking, pushing the sofa away from the window until he can't stretch any further and falls to the floor. Throughout the video, orbs appear drifting across the room. Are the dogs spooked by something outside, or is there something paranormal happening indoors? The orbs suggest the latter. If only dogs could talk, they might tell us the truth. Escalator Malfunction. We've all cringed at mall escalator videos, but this one from a mall in China is particularly troubling. In July 2015, Two more staff were riding the escalator when one of them stepped off at the top. The foot got caught on a ridge on the platform. As they looked back, another woman carrying her child came up the escalator. It's unclear if the staff warned her, but as they watched, the platform beneath her gave way and a metal plate unhinged. Tragically, the woman and her child didn't make it. The blame was put on both the mall and the escalator manufacturers, as reported by the BBC. No matter what, the events of that day can never be changed. Water warning. Nature's power can be terrifying, as shown in this video posted by National Geographic in July 2017. It depicts massive flooding in southern and central China, causing destruction and requiring dramatic rescues. One scene shows a man clinging desperately to a garage door as raging waters surround him. He finds refuge in calmer waters near the door, but the water still reaches his chest. The clip captures a rescue effort as a man on a ledge ties a rope or fabric around his waist and lowers it to the man in the water. Despite the strong current, they manage to pull the man to safety, showcasing a truly heroic rescue in a terrifying situation. Wedding day helicopter ride. This entry is heartbreaking. A woman's dream was to arrive at her wedding by helicopter and surprise her husband at the altar. In July 2017, she and her brother boarded the helicopter in Brazil, just a mile from the reception venue. At first, they were smiling as they took off, but then they encountered fog, alarms went off, and the camera shook. Passengers screamed as the pilot lost control, and tragically, all four on board lost their lives. When the helicopter didn't arrive at the venue, the pastor had to deliver the devastating news to the groom and the wedding guests. Since no one knew about the planned entrance, it was a shock to everyone. It's painful to imagine and even harder to watch. Number 2. In March 2019, the G-Team Paranormal Investigators uploaded a video on YouTube featuring a chilling encounter with haunted dolls. The host, Patty, explains that after a previous video collaboration with Omar, she took his haunted dolls home with her, leaving them in a shed outside. In the video, while Patty discusses the dolls, one of the porcelain doll's heads moves slightly, as if listening. This eerie movement raises question: is the doll really responding? And if so, does it approve of what it's hearing? Fortunately, the doll didn't go full-on Chucky once the cameras stopped rolling, so we can assume it didn't harbor ill intentions. But the unsettling movement captured on camera adds to the mystery surrounding haunted dolls. Number word. Published in October 2016 by Nana 825,763. This eerie video takes viewers on a tour through a seemingly haunted house in Japan. The Japanese YouTuber explains that the video is not meant to be horror, but simply documents the inside of his house. The tour begins with the YouTuber being awakened by wind during a typhoon, shaking his home. His bedroom is shown, a simple mattress surrounded by water-damaged walls. The house features long hallways, a room filled with hyena dolls, and an altar. Other areas include rooms sealed off by his grandfather, his grandmother's room, and a room filled with decaying dolls. Throughout the video, the YouTuber notes the absence of his grandmother, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. Eventually, he discovers his grandmother's presence in her room, along with his grandfather in the bathroom, sending chills down viewers' spines. The repetitive nature of touring the hallways, combined with the eerie atmosphere and unexpected discoveries, creates a nerve-wracking experience for viewers.